Journey here, that Journey chick on Instagram. Welcome to another edition of Crafting and Crime Daily. Yes, it's Friday. Woohoo! Let's do the party. Oh, that's Jingle Bells. I gotta change that. Where's our party? It's Friday. I don't twerk. I do the old lady dance. And it's a 3-day weekend because Monday is Martin Luther King Jr.'s birthday. I don't know if that's his real birthday or it's his day. Anyway, I think we have the day off from work. I have to confirm that, but I believe most people, especially the postal workers, have a 3-day weekend. So don't forget to hit the like button on your way in or out today. I have tasked him with sewing a costume for Tootsie because it's National Pet Day. Dress up your pet day.
Hey!
Yes, I'll get the sewing machine out for you. Yeah, but be creative. And please consider subscribing and don't forget to ring the notification bell so you don't miss a single episode of Crafting and Crime Daily. Don't forget, tomorrow I'm going to stream Animal Crossing. Now, I'm totally, not totally a beginner, but I'm on the beginner side. So I think this is something we could have some fun with together. Yeah. So don't hesitate if you're like, oh, I put that away a couple of months ago. Get it out, charge it. I'll come visit your island. I'll bring you some bells. You know, we'll just have a little fun with it. We're going to take a look at the new expansion. Yeah. And as usual, doing my part in enabling and getting you to order the expansion. I don't make any money off that. I'm an enabler by nature. So I got my kitty cat cup. So, I'm not going to move the coffee cup. It's sliding backwards because the table's on a tilt. So, I think we are on the other side of the plague now in this house. My sister, I heard her in the kitchen last night. I'm like, what are you doing? And she's like, oh, putting dinner away. I'm like, oh, she's alive. Yes, thank God. She does seem to be feeling better. Thank goodness. Oh my God, for a solid week, she was just so sick. Oh my God. She said it's the sickest she's ever been in her life. Now me, I just didn't feel good on and off, and I kept testing negative, so you know that's fine. But I think we're done with that. Knock on fake particle board, which means my son can come over and put together my new desk and my new chair. I have a new chair and a new desk. It's a drafting table chair because I'm 5'10" and I'm sitting on a chair that practically has me on the floor. So I want to get raised up a little so my knees don't kill me by the end of the day. I was sitting in here last night diamond painting, and I rather than move everything here to show you what I've done, I'll put a picture of my progress right here. It's looking really good, but there's so much more left, and I really got tired of the plastic, so I did put some release papers down here because that plastic is just driving me crazy. What was I talking about? So last night, my partner, Cheryl Katz, in the Ticket to Ride, Destination Paris 2022, she went live on Facebook. She goes live once a week on Facebook. So she went live last night. So I'm sitting here, diamond painting away. And by the time this was over, my knees hurt so bad because I'm old and I need a chair that's higher up. Yeah. And this chair, it goes down and it don't come back up. The lever doesn't work. And I have two of these. The same thing happened with the pink one. And it kept going down because I'm a big shouldered woman. So I got a little weight on the chair. It kept sliding down, you know, little by little. And the handle thing doesn't work. Like you can't pull it back up. The lever doesn't work. I need here's my pink tray. These drills are so light. I need to put them in a lighter tray. Now you're asking me, why am I not using the tray from Bella Art de Nicole. Well, because I gave it to my sister. She's been using the little green trays and the little white trays with the funnels that come with the kits. So I gave her that. It's beautiful. It's got a butterfly on it and a lid, and I gave that to her. But I ordered the one for that's gold. It says Ticket to Ride. So that should be coming in shortly. Where are all my pens? So I also ordered some super sticky from wax, from Patty Wax, because traditionally I use in my plastic four placers and my multi-placers, I use the museum putty. That doesn't work in these metal placers, and so I tried the regular Patty Wax, and it gets really like hard as a rock. So I had to take that out. Right now I'm just using regular old Diamond Art Club pink wax until I get the super sticky in and see how that works. My friend Mickey swears by it. So let's get the planner out, shall we? Oh my God, this planner hasn't seen the light of day in a few days. So we are in, let's put a little person here today. We'll put the one with the cat on her head. Little sticker. I love stickers. So we're gonna put a sticker here. I think, is it possible? I've not had cats before that they're teething. Stitch is about 10 months old, and he's just chewing on everything. Plastic. This morning he was chewing on this ribbon here, just like gnawing away, and I feel so bad for him. It looks like it's really hurting him. And what do you do for a cat that's teething? I have no idea. Like, I don't know what to give him to chew on. I have no idea where he is now. Oh, he's asleep. He's over there on the other side of the camera, sleeping. Today is Friday. Okay, payday. Yes. Got some bills to pay. I gotta pay the car, the insurance. What else? Electric, the cable. I ain't gonna have no money left. And I need to order some humidifiers because, being from Florida, I did not know that in cold weather you're supposed to use humidifiers to keep your skin from drying out. I've lived here for 3 years. Nobody ever told me that until the other day. Then somebody told me. So today is National Dress Up Your Dog Day. And we are going to talk about, in this day in history, I don't remember, the 1969 explosion at Pearl Harbor. This is not Pearl Harbor Day. This is a whole nother thing. Okay. I would not want to be stationed at Pearl Harbor. Anyway, so, okay, we are good. Tomorrow, Animal Crossing. Stream, that's going to be at 10 Central. Yeah, and then Sunday will be my live at 11 Central, and my special guest will be our third sponsor for the Ticket to Ride event. And that, third or fourth? Are we up to 3? Yeah, I've lost count. Anyway, our third sponsor, I believe, and that is Shine Like a Diamond with the Shine Shop. She's going to be, Beth, she's going to be with us. What did I drop? She's going to be joining us for our Sunday Live. It's going to be fun. I can't wait. I can't wait to catch up with her. I haven't talked to her in a very long time, and it'll be nice to see what she's up to. Yeah. Okay, so we're done with that pen. So it is National Dress Up Your Dog Day. So I pulled some pictures off of Google Images because I just said, let's take a look at what some crazy costumes. So we got a snowman. Now, if you're going to do this to your pet, make sure that your pet is comfortable with it. I remember Jake. Jake was not comfortable with dressing up. Did not like if you came at him with a sweater, he would growl and snarl and try to bite you. Like, no, he was not having it. If that's your pet, just leave him be for today. This is not the holiday for that pet. Tootsie, she loves it. She's like, bring it on, man. I could dress her up as anything. So we've got a couple of boxers dressed up as superheroes. Then we have Yoda. He's so cute. He looks thrilled to be in that costume. Then we've got these two little dogs dressed up as spiders. Oh my God. This is probably one of my favorites. The Harry Potter kitten, the wizard kitten. Now, I need to do this to Stitch. Yeah, I don't want to wake him up by calling his name. I don't know if he'd go for that either. With the glasses and everything. How funny is that? And then this is like, I know this is from a Star Wars. I don't know what it is, though. I'm not a Star Wars fan. If you guys know what this costume is, just let me know in the comments. Yeah, I have no idea. Look, Dorothy from The Wizard of Oz. Isn't that adorable? Now, here's one for Crashly's dog. I don't know who this is supposed to be, but the boobs is just killing me. That is just too funny. And that dog looks so happy to be dressed up in the boob costume and the wig. Then we have the mermaid. I think that's a cat in that mermaid costume. And he looks like he can't wait to get out of it. Anyway, so if you dress up your day, you know, do hashtag National Dress Up Your Pet Day and post it. Or you can post it in the Crafting Journey Facebook group. I'd love to see it. And leave a comment down below about which one was your favorite. I'm going to go with the spiders. I thought that was really, really clever. And for the dogs. And then for the cat, it's got to be the wizard cat. Oh my gosh, yeah. That's funny. Yeah. Now, why are we celebrating Dress Up Your Pet Day? Because it's January 14th. What else do we have to celebrate? I saw this meme the other day on Instagram that it said, you know, I'm done with the 7-day trial for 2022. I'd like to cancel my subscription. That is exactly how I feel. It is 14 days in to 2022 and I'm over it. I'm done. I heard J-Rob say the same thing yesterday. She's over it. She's done. Can we just go to 2022? Let's just fast forward or just hope and pray that the rest of the year is better than the first 14 days of this year. I mean, my word. Oh. All right. I have not put down any drills. So let's diamond paint, diamond painting, diamond painting. You're like, what person goes around their house singing all the time? Just ask my sister. I do. I'm always singing. And it must drive her crazy, but that's me. I'm just always singing, especially at 6 o'clock in the morning. I'm sure it must drive her crazy. I used to, when my kids were growing up, I'd get in their room and I'd be like, good morning to you, or it's time to get up. It's time to, and my kids would be like, no, and they put the covers over their head. Go away. Stop singing. Yeah, I'm terrible. Anyway, here we go. Crafting and crime daily. What you came here for. So we're not covering any trials, but there's 2 trials supposed to start on the 18th. The first one is the Edgecombe trial. Now, this is Theodore Edgecombe. He was supposed to start the trial a few weeks ago, but the judge had COVID. Well, the judge is back from his COVID, and he's not in a terribly good mood. They had a hearing yesterday. The defense is trying to compare their client to Kyle Rittenhouse in the fact that well, let me tell you what this case is about first, and then we'll draw the comparison. So he's out one night, and he's on his bicycle, Mr. Edgecombe, and he gets into some kind of altercation with this guy in the vehicle. The guy's wife is driving, and I apologize, I don't know his name. I will when the trial starts. They get into some kind of altercation. The guy's wife is driving. He's in the passenger seat. And at some point, Edgecombe stops his bicycle and reaches in the window and punches the man in the face. So, and then he kind of drives his bicycle off to the side street. So his wife turns the vehicle and then pulls over. Now, according to the defense, they tried to run him off the road. I've seen the video. I don't draw that conclusion, but we'll see what the jury thinks. So then the passenger, the male, gets out of his car and he goes after the guy. And I'm sure he's quite pissed off. This guy just punched him in the face. So Edgecombe gets off his bicycle and shoots the guy and kills him in self-defense. Now here's where the defense is going to ask the jury to draw the comparison to the Kyle Rittenhouse case. Now, I don't know if he's going to be allowed to actually say that, but they're going to claim self-defense. And this is also a Minnesota case, as was the Kyle Rittenhouse case. And apparently the judge is friends with the judge that was in the Rittenhouse case. And he's like, I am not him. And, so the defense filed this motion to exclude the word victim, that they don't want the prosecution to refer to the dead person as a victim, because this is probably self-defense, in which case he's not a victim. So the judge was not having it. He's like, listen, the statute says victim, we're going to use victim. But you could clearly you could just kind of see the almost bias towards the defendant. So of course, after the hearing was over, the defense files a motion to have the judge recuse himself for bias, claiming that he's biased, that he should step down, that they should get a new judge. I don't think this is going to fly. I think it's just going to piss the judge off more. But we'll see where that goes. So that's supposed to start on Tuesday, the day after Labor Day. Now, the other trial that's supposed to resume the day after Labor Day is the case of Chandler Halderson. This is the young man, 23-year-old, who apparently shot his father 3 times in the back. I don't know how he killed his mother. Dismembered them, burned part of their body in a fireplace, allegedly, and then dumped parts of his father on his mother's girlfriend's farm, and then parts of his mother in a river near a field that he used to frequent that was in another county. It's the weirdest case I have ever seen. And the motive is slowly revealing itself. But it was stopped because the defendant has COVID. Now, something that I did not mention, when the judge brought the jury in, I believe it was a Tuesday night that Chandler tested positive for COVID. He had been tested earlier in the day. The test came back after the jury had already left for the day. So the next morning, the jury comes in, and the judge tells them that someone in the gallery, meaning you know, someone either at the prosecution table, the defense table, the court reporter, the bailiff. It includes all these people. Someone amongst all these people has tested positive for COVID. He never says that it's the defendant, because the defense was afraid that the jury might hold this against the defendant. So he never tells the jury that it's the defendant that tested positive for COVID, which I think was a good idea. So they are supposed to resume on Tuesday, but I would imagine that what's going to happen is that there are phone calls being made to see how everyone's health is. Has Chandler tested negative? Can he come out of quarantine? Has anyone else tested positive? Is the jury okay? I mean, considering that 1 in 4 people in this country has the plague, it would not surprise me that someone else in this courtroom probably came down with COVID over the last week. So I don't know what's going to happen in this trial. I certainly don't want it to start over, because, good Lord, what those jurors have been exposed to thus far, the gruesome pictures that they've had to look at and the testimony that they've had to hear, and then for them not to be able to deliberate, yeah. Anyway, so that's what's going on in that case. Then I wanted to talk a little bit about the Gabby Petito, and I'm not going to say case, because there's no case. As you recall, Gabby Petito, young woman, she and her boyfriend, Brian Laundrie, got in her van. They converted it so they could live in it for a little while and travel. They were out in Utah in the Mojave Desert. They were pulled over by the Mojave Police Department after they got a 911 call that Brian had slapped Gabby, and that there was an altercation going on in this vehicle. So they pull over the vehicle. Gabby is sobbing, and the whole thing is caught on body cam. So the entire country subsequently gets to see this body cam, because what happens after this traffic stop is that Gabby goes missing. She's missing. They finally find her body. Her death is ruled a strangulation. Then the boyfriend goes missing. We're looking for the boyfriend. They finally find him. He has committed suicide. So there's no case. But there was an independent investigation of these Mojave police officers about whether they handled this traffic stop correctly. What happened was a police, sorry, the garbage people are here. Out in California, an attorney saw this body cam footage, so she filed a complaint with this police department and about the way this call was handled, because everybody saw it. You know, everybody was looking for Gabby, so they saw this independent, or this body cam footage of this 911 traffic stop and how it was handled. So how it was ultimately handled was, we learned during this traffic stop that Gabby was actually, you know, I don't know how you want to say it, abused. She had scratched Brian, and she had admitted that she had started this whole thing. He admitted that he had slapped her, but she admits, no, I started this. So the independent investigator said things were mishandled. There were state statutes that were ignored, that she should have been arrested or cited. Instead, what the officers did was they said, okay, we want you guys to separate for the night. They drive Brian to a hotel. They let her take the van. They said, you guys can't see each other until tomorrow, because they thought that was reasonable. And the investigator said, their mistakes were unintentional. They were really, had good intentions. So this was very unintentional on their part, and they really felt like what they had done was reasonable. But that begs the question is, had they arrested her, and we don't know if arresting her would have been appropriate, was this really domestic violence, or was it, two people who had been spent way too much time together who just needed to be apart for a few minutes? You know how when you spend so much time with a person, they just get on your last nerve, and you're like, you need a break? They needed a break is what they needed. But there's a lot of people that would take issue with that. So, and like I said, would she be alive today had they arrested her? Would she? So the officers were placed on probation, and the family was offered apologies from the department. And Gabby's family did not comment. Brian's family did comment and said similar things to what I just said. We don't know really what the circumstances were, and so there's a lot of unanswered questions in this case. It's not a case. Story. Let's say it's a story at this point. And it's there's lessons to be learned from this story. And that is, every now and then you need to get away from each other. Yes, if you're going on a long trip together, every now and then you need to separate. For the I'm going on a hike this afternoon by myself because I need to get away from your ass. So that is that. Okay, one more thing to update you on, and that is the Prince Andrew. So we know the Ghislaine Maxwell case, which I kind of covered. It was in federal court. They found her guilty of sex trafficking. She was enticing young girls to have sex with her boyfriend, Jeffrey Epstein. And Jeffrey Epstein was letting them have sex with other men, apparently, including Prince Andrew. So one of these victims, although she had already settled for $500,000 with the estate of Jeffrey Epstein, who committed suicide in jail, she is suing civilly Prince Andrew. And he had filed a motion to prevent this lawsuit, saying that she should be precluded from suing him because she'd already settled with Jeffrey Epstein for the conduct. And of course he's denying the whole thing, but everyone's seen the picture of him and this woman with Ghislaine Maxwell in the background. He claims he doesn't know who Ghislaine Maxwell is. He's never seen her. He doesn't remember her being in that picture. I don't know. So yesterday, Queen Elizabeth, I'm getting ahead of myself. So the courts ruled, no, she can go ahead. She can sue you. She's not precluded from suing Prince Andrew. So the Queen gets wind of this. She's like, oh, no, you don't. You're not getting my money. She strips him of his title. And I think this is to prevent any of the royal family money being involved in this lawsuit. He also gets stripped of all his military honors, and says, you're going to have to defend this as a private citizen. So I think that limits the amount of money he probably has to settle this thing, allegedly. So, and will this, so now discovery can begin in this case, which means they can start taking statements from different people, including him. They're going to ask for his deposition. I'm sure they're already saying, hey, give us some dates. This is never going to happen. I can guarantee you. Money will exchange hands. This will be settled before that ever happens. So, interesting. We're never going to see a trial against Prince Andrew. It's not going to happen. If it does, I'd be astonished. Absolutely astonished. Yeah. So, where was I? Am I done with this color? I think I am. Well, for now, oh no, I found some more. So what happened this day in history? In 1969, Pearl Harbor, there is a nuclear-powered aircraft carrier sitting in Pearl Harbor, the USS Eisenhower, at around 8:19 a.m. that morning. There's an explosion. There was an MK-32 Zuni rocket loaded on this aircraft, an F-4 Phantom jet, and the exhaust from another vehicle parked in front of this jet caused that rocket to overheat and explode. So this causes this whole series of explosions. They lost, out of like 40 jets, they lost 22 of the jets. But the Enterprise itself was not damaged to the point where it could not be repaired. However, 27 sailors lost their lives and over 300 people were critically injured. So once they repaired the USS Enterprise, they just put it back into service. I don't know if it's still at Pearl Harbor, but yep, nuclear aircraft carrier. Not good. Yeah. Anyway, I think that's the show for today, guys. I'm sorry I didn't bring you one yesterday. You know, just felt like I didn't have a lot to talk about. And I had a lot of work to do. Yep, as always, on a... Usually it's Wednesday. Did I take Wednesday off? Oh my God, this whole week is like a blur. No. Anyway, I've been really busy at work. Really busy. I think because one of the things I do are these letters to other facilities where doctors are trying to get privileges, and I think the doctors are on the move right now, trying to help out other facilities, and so I'm trying to push these letters out so they can get these people credentialed and get them practicing at these other places where their assistance is needed in this staffing crisis. So I don't think there's any way I'm going to get around volunteering, helping during this crisis. So I did find out I can sign up for like less than an 8-hour shift, like maybe for 2 hours or 4 hours to be a sitter, or maybe even a door screener. So I'm going to call today, see what shifts they need covered for door screening. I'm going to start with a door screening because I can sit and crochet and door screen all day long. I don't mind doing that. Then if they don't have anything of that, then we'll upgrade to a sitter for a couple of hours here and there. And this is over and above my usual duties, but I'm supposed to be doing it with a smile on my face because I'm helping. I know. And I would love to be more positive about it, but my anxiety, like I've been up since 3 o'clock this morning. Yesterday, I had a very vivid dream during, I don't know what night it was, but the other night I had this vivid dream of getting fired because I wouldn't sell insurance at my job. All of a sudden they wanted me to start selling like life insurance, and I'm like, I'm not an insurance agent. And I don't usually remember my dreams, but this one I remembered. I'm like, I'm not an insurance agent. And I even looked, signed up for the Social Security Administration, made sure all my information was correct, make sure I've got enough credits to retire, but I can't do it for 1 more year. 11 and a half months. Then I could consider retiring. However, if I wait till I'm 65, I get $600 more a month. So my question is, do I just get rid of my car and the insurance payment, which together is more than $600 a month, and go ahead and retire, or not? So then I thought, well, if I wait till I'm 65, my car will be paid off. I don't drive it that much anyway, so it's going to last if I take care of it. So my car will be paid off before I'm 65, and then I'll be vested in my money at work, the retirement at work. So I'll have that money too. That's not a lot, but it'll help. And then I'll have that additional 600, which they say will adjust for inflation over time. We'll see, because boy, has there been some inflation lately. So bottom line is, I learned yesterday, to my disappointment, that I cannot retire yet. I just want to like retire and do YouTube, bring you guys content, sit and craft, crochet. But you know what I do have to do? I got to get my ass out of this chair and start walking again, because I'm going to turn into a blimp. So I'm all over the map today. I need to let you guys go. All right, I hope to see you tomorrow morning in my Animal Crossing stream at 10 Central. Just stop by, say hello, see what it's all about, and perhaps I'll see you then, or perhaps Sunday at 11 Central with Shine Like a Diamond. Take care, everybody. Bye.